Hi everyone, we are from Group 3. So today we are going to present about solid-liquid separation. First of all, let us talk about what is separation. Separation is an operation that isolates specific ingredients from a mixture without chemical reactions take place. We can group them according to the phase involved, such as solid with liquid, solid with solid, and liquid with liquid. So, today we are going to talk about solid and liquid separation. Solid-liquid separation is an important process that we use for recovery solid from suspension and purification of solids by removing the unnecessary content. Generally, this separation will be used in food industry as it can play an important role in production, quality, and preservation of the food products. For example, we can use in separation of liquid and tea slurries, reductions of microorganisms in fermentation, and also distilling of fish oil. There's 4 types of classification of solid-liquid separation techniques. The first will be sedimentation, which involving separation of insoluble solids from liquids. The example for this separation is the separation of sugar crystal from mother liquor. Next will be centrifugation. Centrifugation also involving separation of insoluble solids from liquids. The example for this separation is clarification of juice and beverage and also distilling of animals' oils. The next technique will be filtration. The example for filtration will be sugar extraction, while lastly will be the membrane separation, which involves soluble solids from liquids. The example for this technique will be desalting of brine. So for this video, we are going to focus on filtration, centrifugation, and also screw extrusion dehydrator.
So, I will tell about the equipment that is used in solid-liquid separation. Vacuum filtration is the equipment that is widely used in lab and industry. Firstly, this is the example of vacuum filtration that is used in lab. It consists of Bunsen's funnel, flask, and vacuum. For the step for the vacuum to operate, the mixture of solid and liquid is poured through a filter paper in a Bunsen funnel. Then, the solid is trapped by the filter and the liquid is drawn through the funnel into the flask below by a vacuum. For the industry, there are 2 types of vacuum filter, which are rotary drum vacuum filter and horizontal vacuum filtration. For the horizontal vacuum filtration, I will only explain briefly because the use area is not related in food processing, as it is typically used for the filtration of crystalline slurries and washing of the filter cake. So this is the diagram of the process for the horizontal vacuum filtration. Next, the important part is the rotary drum vacuum filtration. This process is continuous. Each revolution of drum consists of cake formation, cake washing, dewatering or drying, and cake discharge. How does it work? As the drum rotates, it is partially submerged in the feed slurry. After that, the vacuum draws liquid through the filter medium on the drum surface, which retains the solids. Vacuum is applied using a liquid ring vacuum pump. The vacuum pulls air through the cake and continues to remove moisture as the drum rotates. Finally, the cake is discharged from the drum to a conveyor and to the next process step. The filtrate and air pulled through the medium flow through internal filtrate pipes and pass through the rotary valve and into the filtrate receiver. The liquid stream is separated from the vapor stream in the receiver.
Centrifuge is used to separate mixture of 2 or more phases, one of which is continuous phase. The driving force behind the separation is the difference in density between the phases. The necessary centrifugal force are generated by rotating the materials, and the force generated depends on the speed and radius of rotation. When the differences in density are large and time is not a limiting factor, separation can take place by gravity, known as sedimentation. First type of centrifuge is laboratory centrifuge. Test tubes are placed in a holder, the lid is closed and the tubes are spun. It used primarily to separate small amount of mixture such as cell extract. and it heavily used in process development. Second type of centrifuge is D-stack centrifuge. This type of centrifuge use extremely high centrifugal force. Denser solids are forced outward against the solid bowl wall, while less dense liquid phases form concentrate inner layers. It used to separate cream from milk and to clarify oils, coffee extract and juice, or to separate starch from slurry. Third type of centrifuge is multi-chamber. It consists of a series of short tubular sections of increasing diameter linked together to form a continuous tubular passage. Feed is introduced into the smallest diameter tube first and progress through outer tube diameters as they increase in size. The heavier particles will be deposited in the smallest diameter tube since the centrifugal force increases as the diameter increases. They are used to clarify fruit juices, wort, and beer.
The third machine for solid-liquid separator is screw extrusion dehydrator. Screw extrusion dehydrator is dewatering machine. It was used for processing raw materials such as organic fertilizer, animal wastes and municipal sludge. It adopts continuous screw extrusion technology to separate the pig manure, cow manure and chicken manure into solid and liquid materials. Lastly, it has low water content 40% to 50%. For the processing step, which it shows how the machine can be conducted. Firstly, livestock manure is sent to the main machine without blocking by liquid pump. In the second step, solid-liquid mixture containing large amounts of free water enter into the inner of screw type through overflow port. The screw pushed the raw materials to the front of machine gradually. Then, in the filter screen, the fibrous material is squeezed out from the filter screen through filtration and drained through the drain pipe. In the fifth step, raw material is compressed to the filter screen, which caused the pressure on the leading edge is constantly raised. Solid material is continuously pushed to the outlet. Then, it discharged through screw extrusion. Finally, the filter layer is cleaned.
The type of machine used for solid-liquid separations are centrifuge, vacuum filtration, and also screw extrusion dehydrator. Next, I would like to explain about the advantages and disadvantages of each machine. The advantages of the machine. For centrifuge, it is automatic and continuous operation where it is easier to be operated. It used to separate very small amounts of mixtures and can be used in a wide application range. For vacuum filtration, it is continuous operation. It easy to be control of operating parameters where it conduct good operation even for uneven solid sizes. It is simple, durable design for low maintenance and long life. For screw extrusion dehydrator, it is an automatic and continuous operation machine. It is economic, environmental recovery recycling equipment and have a large capacity where there will be no blockage and low power consumption. Disadvantages of the machine. For centrifuge, it has a small capacity. It is complex structure with higher cost and poor washing effect of sediment. For vacuum filtration, it has the higher residual moisture, difficult to be cleaned as it is the most hardworking pieces of kit and have the high power consumption by vacuum pump. Screw extrusion dehydrator, it has a lack of positive conveying characteristic and limited compounding, also homogenizing capabilities.
As a conclusion, solid liquid separation is very important in our life, especially in food industry. So here is the end of our topic. So hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.